Dispersion of light. The phenomenon of splitting of white light into its component colors on passing through a transparent medium like a glass prism is called dispersion of light. The band of 7 colors formed on a white screen when white light passes through a prism or any transparent medium is called spectrum of white light.
Human eye. The human eye is a light-sensitive organ which enables us to see the beautiful world around us. The eyelids act as the shutter of the eye and protect them from injury or prevent any object from entering the eye. It also shut out light when not required. The eyeball is almost like a spherical ball. It has a diameter of about 2.3 centimeters. The outer part of the eye is composed of 3 layers of tissues, namely sclera, choroid, and retina. Sclera. It is the outermost covering of the eye. It is made of white, tough, fibrous tissues. It protects the vital internal parts of the eye. Cornea. The sclera layer continues in the front of the eye as the cornea. This is a transparent white portion of the eye which covers the transparent bulge on the surface of the eyeball. It allows the light to enter in the eyeball. Iris and pupil. Behind the cornea is the iris. It lends color to the eye. The iris has a central circular aperture called the pupil. The iris regulates the amount of light entering the eye by adjusting the size of the pupil in the following ways. A. If the light is dim, the iris makes the pupil expand in order to allow more light to enter the eye. B. If the light is bright, the iris makes the pupil contract in order to decrease the amount of light entering the eye. The iris consists of muscles that expand and contract the pupil. Choroid. The dark gray layer attached to the sclera on its inner side is called the choroid. It is richly supplied with blood vessels. It darkens the eye from inside and hence prevents any internal reflection. Crystalline lens. It is a transparent crystalline biconvex lens situated just behind the iris. It is held in its position with the help of ciliary muscles. Retina. It is the innermost delicate membrane having a large number of nerve cells called rods and cones. The cones are sensitive to color, while the rods are sensitive to the intensity of light. Optic nerve. Optic nerves are about 1 million separate nerve fibers that connect the rods and cones of the retina to the brain. Its function is to carry optical messages in the form of electric signals to the brain.
Working of the human eye. The light coming from an object enters the eye through the cornea and the pupil. Light coming from an object enters the eye. The lens focuses the light rays to form an inverted image on the retina. Rods and cones of the retina get activated and generate electric signals. Optic nerves send electric signals to the brain. The brain interprets these signals and renders the erect image of the object. Blind spot. At the junction of the optic nerve and the retina, there are no sensory cells, rods or cones, so no vision is possible at that spot. This is called the blind spot of the eye. Persistence of vision. When the light coming from an object falls on the retina of the eye, the impression of an image does not vanish immediately from the retina. The impression of the image lasts for 1/16th of a second. So, if still stationary images of a moving object are flashed on the eye at the rate faster than 16 per second, then the eye perceives this object as moving. This is called persistence of vision. Power of accommodation. Power of accommodation. The ability of the eye lens to adjust its focal length so as to see the objects located anywhere is called the power of accommodation. The minimum distance at which the eye can see objects very clearly without strain is called the near point of the eye. The farthest point up to which the eye can see objects clearly without strain is called the far point of the eye. Defects of vision and their correction. Sometimes the eye may gradually lose its power of accommodation. In such conditions, the person cannot see the objects clearly and comfortably. The common defects of the eye are the following: nearsightedness or myopia. A person with myopia or nearsightedness can see nearby objects but cannot see distant, far-off objects distinctly. To correct a myopic eye, the person has to use spectacles with a concave lens. Farsightedness or hypermetropia. A person with hypermetropia or farsightedness can see distant, far-off objects clearly, but cannot see nearby objects distinctly. To correct a hypermetropic eye, the person has to use spectacles with a convex lens. Cataract. It is a leading cause of blindness among the adults of 45 years of age and older. The eye lens becomes cloudy. Because of this cloudiness, light rays do not pass easily through the lens to focus on the retina. As a result, things look foggy or cloudy. People with cloudy eye lens are said to have cataract. Care of eyes. Always sit straight while reading or writing. Do not read while lying down. It strains the eyes. Always read at the normal distance for vision. Do not read in a dim light or very bright light. Insufficient light causes eye strain and headaches. Do not watch television or read for a long time. Sit at least 6 feet away from television set. Technological aid for the visually challenged people. Braille system. Visually challenged people can read books printed in Braille. Combinations of raised dots in a 6-dot cell make up different characters. Louis Braille, who lost his sight when he was a child. Books and periodicals are available in Braille for the blind.